Good afternoon, everyone. In today's faculty colloquium, my topic is about presentation strategies. I took this topic because I find all of faculty members are giving presentation. Although they are well aware about the presentation strategies, yet I would like to add some points from my side as well. So, whenever we are talking about presentation strategies, or we can say presentation skills, we consider these 4 P's of presentation. Like we take these 4 P's of presentation just to remember the things. Like you can start with the planning, preparation, practice and presentation. If we keep these 4 P's in our mind, so we can make our presentation more effective. Let's start with the planning. So planning requires your objective. You need to decide what will be the main message you would like to deliver to your audience. Know your audience. That is something like I want to add this thing. You have to understand the age of your audience, the gender of your audience, the level of your audience before preparing your presentation. For example, if you are giving a presentation for the experts, you have to prepare it in a different manner. You are giving a presentation for small kids, you have to prepare it in a different manner. For example, if I want to tell you the effects of deforestation to the kids, so I can use more pictorial presentation. And if I am using the same presentation about deforestation, I can use more data, tables. So you have to understand the age, the level of your audience, whether they are the working professionals or they are the experts. And then you have to identify your points. You have to prioritize that whatever you wish to speak, your introduction, your middle and the conclusion have to be given in the manner so that you can keep your audience engaged. Structure your content. Structure your content is sometimes your presentation may involve a storytelling. You can use your any sort of incident, your real life incident to keep the audience engaged. That is about your what techniques you are going to use in your presentation. That comes in planning. And then set a clear agenda. Set a clear agenda means my agenda for today's presentation will be for all the faculty members to just understand what are the requirements of the audience and what is the level of the audience. For example, many of the faculty members have prepared the presentation, but what I want, many topics was something like I was unaware about the topics. Although, if you prepare too easy presentation, then it will become monotonous for the experts. And if you prepare too difficult presentation, so for the faculty like me, it becomes too difficult to even understand what is going on. So you have to set the agenda that you have to understand the level of your audience. That will be coming in the planning section. And then prepare your contents. Prepare your contents will be the second P of presentation. You have to accumulate, you have to gather the information by an intense research. Create engaging visuals. No doubt, whenever you are using some visuals that may put more impact on the audience. Such as, we can take the example, the words we listen or the words we read. Example will be, we talk about Mahabharata and Ramayana. Some of the faculty members have visualized Ramayana and Mahabharata and some of them have just read them. So if we compare the visual impact of visuals and the impact of those things which we read, so the impact of those things will retain in our mind for a longer time. Such as, I can give you personal example, I have never read Ramayana and Mahabharata, yet I can tell you the name of many characters in that. That is the impact of your visual. We can include the audio as well. Practice your delivery. Practice your delivery. It is recommended to practice before mirror. People say that you have to practice. Practicing before mirror is not something like that you have to feel awkward. It is, you can ask your family members, you can ask your colleague to sit and just judge whether you are able to give the presentation in the manner or not. Anticipate questions. That is also I want my audience to take away, that whenever you are giving the presentation, you have to anticipate the questions, that these questions may be asked by the audience. If you anticipate the questions, then your delivery will be better. Then we talk about rehearse for success. That complete your presentation in 10 minutes or 15 minutes or half an hour. So it requires practice because you have to take care of time management as well. Record yourself. While you are giving the presentation during practicing hour, you can record it and judge. Judging in the manner, sometimes your vocabulary, your pronunciation is not sound, and whatever I am speaking, it is too fast that the audience is not able to understand. So record it and then recheck it and then make corrections if required. Get feedback from others. You can prepare, while you are rehearsing your presentation, take the feedback in a positive manner, and if you find there is some requirement, make correction. Time your presentation. Time is when we talk about the verbal and non-verbal communication, time involves the type of non-verbal communication. Adjust your time accordingly. Deliver with confidence. If we talk about confidence, confidence is not about being perfect. Confidence is about being prepared. If you are prepared, you will definitely have confidence in your delivery. So making eye contact. When do we avoid eye contact and when do we make eye contact? If I am confident in the sense that I'm sure about the knowledge whatever I am delivering with you. I'm sure about the points whatever I am saying. Then I will make eye contact. So maintaining eye contact will also keep the audience engaged. Use confident body language. Body language plays an essential role in giving presentation. Sometimes people are giving presentation using closed gestures. Avoid closed gesture. Avoid crossing the arms, putting your hands like this. So use the open body postures while giving the presentation. Speak clearly and slowly. That is also very important. While giving the presentation, the clarity of sound matters, because if the audience does not understand, you have to take care of the sound clearly, clarity and slowly. See, sometimes the topic is too slow for the audience to understand. In the manner that audience may be aware about the topic, you can increase your pace. But when you find that the topic requires the time to analyze, then you have to reduce the pace. Slow and clear. Engage with your audience, making eye contact, asking the questions in between will engage your audience. These are the common mistakes which we need to avoid, like lack of preparation. Of course, again I would like to repeat the thing that confidence is not about being perfect. Confidence is about being prepared. Poor body language is also when you are not confident, your body language, yes, why body language is so much important? Because if we talk about the verbal and non-verbal communication, approx 35% of the communication is done through verbal communication, whereas the 65% of the communication is done through non-verbal communication. So your negative body language may mar your presentation. Your body language should be in the manner that it is supporting your words. Distractions and interruptions, you have to, while we request the audience to keep the mobile phone in silent mode, we also have to avoid the distractions and interruptions. These are the audience etiquettes. Although I just tried to finish the presentation with the 4 P's of presentation, yet I added this later on just to, if we can take this also away with us, that be attentive and engaged. This is not about the only presentation while someone is giving lecture. Maybe the person is playing something and you are the audience, you are the spectator. Presentation is not about the speaking the words only. It can be a dance presentation. It can be a musical presentation. So you have to be attentive and engaged. Sometimes your positive body language can put the speaker at ease. Listen actively. Because if you don't listen actively, that is the most important skill of communication. If you don't listen, you will never learn. The best example of importance of listening can be taken from your mother tongue. You listen, you understand your mother tongue just by listening. You learn. We are using Hindi language because we have been listening to this language since childhood. If you start listening to other language, you will learn that as well. Make eye contact with the presenter. Yes, when the presenter is giving presentation, if you also make eye contact with the presenter, it shows that yes, you are also connected. It creates a sort of rapport between sender and receiver, which requires from both the sides. While I am distractions that can be a great help for the presenter, because sometimes presenter is also nervous. So to provide the presenter at ease, we can avoid such type of distractions. Ask questions and share thoughts respectfully. Ask questions and share thoughts respectfully means don't be sarcastic. If you find there is some error, if you don't understand something, you can ask the questions in a respectful manner, maintaining the dignity of the presenter. Show appreciation for the presenter. You can, of course, some of the audience are showing that they are feeling monotonous, boring faces. Keeping the smile on your face may show that yes, you are interested. Your body language, your gesture, your feedback which you are giving through your body language, that also matters for the presenter. Thank you everyone. In case if there is any question.
Di mana sana?